Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another News Coolum video, and I guess part 2 of my epic Southern California road trip. So where I kind of left off yesterday is I'm in Southern California. I'm in Camarillo. I decided to spend the night here, kind of use this as home base. There was an electric vehicle advocacy group meeting that I attended last night, just as a side note, don't underestimate the impact of local advocacy and local action groups. The electric vehicle advocacy group of Ventura County has done quite a lot in terms of EV adoption and bringing in charging infrastructure and support and just sort of spreading the word and just basically informing people of what they don't know about EVs. So don't underestimate that impact that a group like that can have at a local level, the networking and everything else. But this is sort of a weird aspect of the road trip video, and I don't know if I'll include today and tomorrow because this is sort of all about going out to the LA Auto Show, which Southern California is a big place, and we're pretty far from downtown LA where the LA Auto Show is, but this is a trip that I do quite often. I'm having to rely on public charging infrastructure. I charged up a decent amount. I'm up to like 65%, almost 70% battery because we're just near the Camarillo outlets. Electrify America has a nice site there that I've reviewed, and so I just charged up as I was eating dinner. And closing out yesterday's video, so it works out timing wise. And then I have some errands and things to run in this area, so it makes sense to be here as well as in downtown LA. I don't like the congestion of downtown LA. I don't like trying to access chargers in LA City or LA County. The metropolitan areas either are underserved for chargers or people are just over-reliant on them, and I don't know why. But I personally try to avoid it. Ventura County is a much better place for accessing public chargers because people charge at home like they're supposed to, or they're charging when they're traveling, so it's not really a big deal. But anyway, I'm just going to do some running around, maybe visit some places I haven't been to in a while I'm here in Southern California, and just play it by ear, see how much I can cover at the LA Auto Show today, because I might not even bother going tomorrow if I can cover everything that I want to cover in the time that the floor is open. So, but let's go ahead and head out. Like I said, I need to drop something off at work down here in Southern California. Physical office, crazy. And maybe just grab some lunch and then head out to the LA Auto Show. Okay, Google. LA Auto Show.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What's not to understand about the LA Auto Show? Okay, Google. Los Angeles Convention Center.
Sure, I'm setting your destination to Los Angeles Convention Center in Los Angeles.
There is no LA Auto Show. Yeah, see, only 55 miles. All right. And of course, slowdowns. All right, let's head out. All right, well, that was a quick stop. Just dropped off my work equipment that I don't need from home, and now it's almost 10 o'clock, and I haven't really had breakfast yet, and I figure I'll have a nice lunch before I head down to the LA Auto Show. Okay, so one concept that you hear people say a lot when you're on longer road trips, and realistically it's not just longer road trips, but it's when you're staying at a destination or a location and you're going to be there for an extended period of time, but also driving around a lot. It's what they call ABC, right? Always be charging. Now, this is a perfect example of this. On my way back from dropping off my work equipment, heading to the LA Convention Center for the LA Auto Show, I want to pick up lunch. Well, I'm going to prioritize sites that have chargers, right? So I'm here at the Thousand Oaks Mall. They actually have a bank of Tesla destination chargers, Tesla urban superchargers right off the freeway exit there. They're 72 kilowatt chargers. And then there are also two 50 kilowatt EVgo chargers here with a couple of level 2s, and then Volta has a couple of level 2s. So there's a lot of charging options at this mall. I like the EVgo the best, though, because it's right next to the food court. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in, even though I'm at 50% battery. And this is sort of the great thing about EVgo's new pricing plan, is it's now per kilowatt hour. So it doesn't matter that these are slower 50 kilowatt chargers. It doesn't matter that I'm higher up in my battery capacity. I'm only getting charged by the amount that I'm consuming. And EVgo's per kilowatt pricing is very fair. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in and go grab some lunch, maybe stop by the bank, and then head out to the LA Auto Show. See, this is why I think people are paying a lot more. And then CHAdeMO cables now and Tesla cables, all for this 50 kilowatt unit. Yep, and already charging. Anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and charge up here. I have the membership rate through my EVgo account. So yeah, just head into the food court. Well, that sucks. The place that I was going to eat isn't open anymore, so I just wasted about 15 minutes or 20 minutes of my time, I guess, by the time I walked there, walked back, or whatever. So, yeah, just grabbed some cash from the bank, and I don't know, but yeah, maybe I'll just kind of try to stop by one of my old haunts that I used to go to when I was in Southern California. But right now, let's just get to Convention Center. I have a lot to fit into the day. Just consider this maybe a intermittent fasting. Here at the LA Auto Show, the LA Convention Center. Yeah, traffic was bad getting here, as is always the case in Los Angeles or Southern California. But I'm going to go ahead and just go in and do my thing and go check out some of the cars and some of the exhibits. that's enough LA Auto Show for today. Too many people. I have some other stuff that I need to do, and it's just as time sensitive. In fact, I can only do it today. So I'm going to try to run out and do that as well. It's going to probably entail another 100 or so miles of driving or whatever. It is what it is. Things are spread out in LA. And I'll probably stop by here again tomorrow because I didn't cover everything I wanted to cover. I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see. So, so it's out to do what I need to do, come back, spend another night in Camarillo, check out of my room, and head to the LA Auto Show, and then possibly head to Vegas from there. Errand's Run, they're all done. I celebrated with a nice ribeye steak. I figure I put in a decent amount of work, but I'm about an hour from my apartment, so I'm going to have to head back now. I didn't get to see everything I wanted to see at the auto show, though, so that is something that I'm going to have to address tomorrow before I head out. Now it's just a run back. Hopefully traffic's died down in Southern California, but you know that it never does. So, if I bring up Android Auto right now, I still have my old address in Ventura logged in, and it's saying it's an hour and 23 minutes. So Camarillo, where my hotel is about 10-15 minutes closer. So I should be able to get there by probably 9:30. So let's just head out, and it's too dark to film any of the driving at this point, so let's just go. All right, well, all's well that ends well. I'm not technically back at Camarillo yet. I decided to stop here in Thousand Oaks. As you can see, I was down to about 4% battery. And before people get too concerned about that, I know this area, right? So I'm pretty confident in where I can and can't access a charger, how long it's going to take. So I felt pretty confident coming back on my way back. So I figured I'd either stop here or in Camarillo. But I am going to need to charge up now because my hotel doesn't have charging on site, and I don't know how long I'll charge up, probably just a few minutes, but my battery is almost dead too on my camera. It was a long day at the LA Auto Show. I got a lot of errands done. I got to go out to the Inland Empire, out to San Dimas, eat at Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse, something that I haven't been able to do any of this stuff for like a year and a half now, so it's nice to just be able to do some of these things, and that's what a vacation and a road trip are about, is about doing all of these different things. So, right now I'm just going to let this charge up a little bit and head back and close out this video. And actually, maybe I won't close out this video because really all of my sort of Southern California experience is combined into one big road trip. So there's more to do tomorrow before I head out to Vegas. So I'll just charge up here and keep you updated, and we'll see you in the morning. I just checked out of my room, and we're getting ready to go back for Auto Show Day 2. I don't know how long I'm going to stay there because after that I'm going to head out to Vegas. So I've already checked out of my room, checked out of everything's taken care of. It's just a matter of now running some local errands and then heading over to the LA Auto Show for just a quick run through. Right now I think I have about... what did I charge up to last night? So I charged up to about 60% battery last night. So I could charge up locally here in Camarillo before heading out. No matter what, I'm going to have to charge up earlier than I would normally after the LA Auto Show, heading out to Vegas, just because, leaving from downtown LA or whatever with a full charge, I can practically make it to Vegas as it is. So, yeah, I'll have to sort of play that by ear. Like I said, I don't like charging in LA County. I've found that to be kind of difficult to pull off just because of the number of EVs and how popular electric vehicles are here. So yeah, I'm just sort of going with the flow. So yep, off to run some errands. So I lied. The store I need to go to isn't open yet. So I figured, again, ABC, always be charging. Again, I was past 60%, so charging up on an Electrify America charger, it's not going to be really fast at all, but there are 10 of them here at the Camarillo outlets, and they charge per kilowatt hour now, so Electrify America isn't really more expensive to use, even when you're charging slowly. So I figure I'm going to take this 10, 15, 20 minutes to do some of the stuff that I need to do on my computer, just charge up while I'm doing it, and then head over to the store once it opens. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is sort of the thing about electric vehicles is if you know what you need to do during your trip, and you can sort of build around that, there's really no inconvenience to charging. You're pretty much just doing some of the other stuff that you needed to get done anyway at the same time that your car is refueling. So it makes it a lot more convenient, actually, than sitting in line at like a Costco gas station or whatever. You just don't have to worry about that because you're busy doing other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the stuff that I need to do on the computer, because otherwise, what's the point, right? So I need to get that stuff done, and I'll let the car charge while I'm doing it. Man, I can't catch a break. Not even places are open for coffee, so I'm just going to go ahead and end my charge now. I'm glad I did. I was a little bit lower than I thought I was. I think it was actually like 55%. I'm not sure. This might actually show it on the display screen if it ever gets back to it. Yeah, I started at 55, so I was a little lower than I thought. But yeah, one of the things too is, I know that people are talking about how these sites aren't being used, but I'll tell you right now, actually the Kona, I guess, just left. So, I mean, four chargers being taken up out of 10. I mean, I think that's a healthy number, especially for, early on what day is today? Thursday, early on a Thursday. So, yeah, I feel like these sites are getting a lot more use now. Especially by the ID4s because of the free charging. But yeah, you're going to see, I think pretty much on this trip so far, every charging site that I've stopped at has been at least occupied by one other EV, which is great, but it's something to keep into account, and it's why I'm increasing, the requirements for the number of chargers per site in terms of what I think should be the basic number expected, because we're going to see more of this, where there's going to be a lot more EVs using these chargers pretty actively. So anyway, up to 70% now. I think I should have timed it pretty well where the place I need to go, they should be open by the time I get there, so I'm just going to go ahead and end my charge. Last time I ended it this way, normally you can end CCS charging this way. Last time I did, it looked like Electrify America did not register that I had stopped, but it looks like it did this time. So I think that was just an error with one of the stations. So just going to finish and hit the road. We're here at the LA Convention Center about 12:30. I'm only going to be able to spend about 2.5 hours here. If I want to be able to make it to Vegas in reasonable time, it turns out that I couldn't get all of my errands done, but it could be a blessing in disguise. I need to check, but I might want to stop by Pasadena on the way out to Las Vegas. And if that's the case, depending on location, I might actually be able to charge up while I'm there. And if I can charge to nearly full while I'm in Pasadena, it just makes the trip out to Vegas very, very fast. It should only take 3 to 4 hours, right, in terms of just driving, unless there's traffic. But if I can charge up while I'm doing some of my errands in Pasadena, that's going to make things super convenient and super easy for me. But in the meantime, need to go into the convention hall, check back in again. So I might only have about 2 more hours on the floor. I need to find VW. I need to find Polestar. I'm going to check out I think it's Solterra, the new Subaru EV. And I blasted Toyota yesterday, and I'm going to have to double check myself to make sure that they might have brought out their actual battery electric vehicle that's not a plug-in hybrid or a hybrid or whatever, or self-charging EV or whatever they're calling it. So I want to give Toyota benefit of the doubt for that too, and maybe stop by Porsche, but it's always such a fancy exhibit. So do they want me in there? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to head in and get checked back in again, medical, all of that, and then we'll we have to do the vaccination check. So which is fine. Everybody needs to be safe. And let's head in. All right, so there was less to see, than I was really planning on seeing initially. So it turned out I didn't really miss VW, but it was like only a driving event sort of thing. So there was nothing from Honda either. Like I said, there was nothing from GM or Cadillac, so there was no Ultium display, nothing of that nature, which is to me unforgivable. Especially since you're trying to get the word out about this. I understand that Factory Zero opened and all of that, and I know GM was busy, but they needed something, at least for the Ultium, to be here. Honda licensing Ultium, GM, nothing here, nothing from either of them. So that was unfortunate, but in some ways it makes it easier because now I'm getting out of here at 2, which hopefully gets me into Vegas, reasonably early, I guess. But and I'm probably not going all the way into Vegas. Probably Prim is where I'll stay, State Line, something like that, because I don't like going all the way into the city. It kind of it's less enjoyable for me, and plus I'm trying to get some rest before I go into the city. So that being said, I'm just going to head out. Like I said, see a friend, do some errands in Pasadena on the way. Power Up Pasadena, it's that cool site that I checked out. So, yeah, it looks like it's definitely within walking distance of where I want to be. I think I'm just going to charge up there because they charge per kilowatt hour. Actually, I think they were free for a while. But, yeah, I'm just going to go to Power Up Pasadena, and then I'm going to walk to where my friend is in the stores that I'm going to go use. Again, just maximize your time and always be charging. I might be able to leave for Vegas from Pasadena with nearly a 90% full battery, which will get me easily to Barstow, possibly Baker, but I'm not likely to push it that far. So, but that's good news. So, let's just head out. I think that's going to conclude our road trip for the day. We're in Pasadena, and I confirmed, my where I need to go and where my friend is only about a half a mile from here, which means that these are 50 kilowatt chargers. I think They're still free for use, so thank you, Power Up Pasadena. I think you just have to plug in and start at this point. I don't know if they have anything else. All right, well, it looks like a problem encountered between charger and car. You know, they have this limited time, no fee to charge, but apparently it's a fee now. So I had to put in my credit card. So I hope it's not too much. I didn't really check the prices, but yeah, this is a great site here in Pasadena. I think it was a 20, 50 kilowatt chargers, and then I think a bank of Tesla urban superchargers. So I'm at 34% right now. This is a slow charger though, a 50 kilowatt charger, but that should give me plenty of time to walk over to my friend's store, pick some stuff up, and then head out. So I think I'm gonna call this sort of quits for this video. This is sort of my I guess urban road trip video, if you will. From here on out, I'm going to be leaving from here to go straight to Las Vegas. So that will be, I guess, part 3 of this epic road trip. But like I said, I'm burning daylight. I need to run over, pick up some things, check out my friend's store, and then head out. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And check out your Teslas. Check out your Tritium 50 kilowatt chargers, and thank you for watching.